Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you're watching this video. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel. My name is Ems and I'm here on YouTube from time to time doing beauty content and makeup tutorials and reviews. So today we're going to get into a review. This is the Rodan Fields Redefine Regimen. So anyhow, I threw out the box a while ago, and to be very honest, I actually filmed. Hey guys! So, I originally couldn't find the original footage of my first video that I did and filmed on May 8th, I believe. So anyhow, what I was about to get into was the fact that I had done a 1 week worth of this regimen, and then I filmed, and then life happened and I didn't continue the regimen until months later. When I filmed this video was at the beginning of September. I have to mention this because it is now the end of September and I'm just getting to editing part 2. So there is a part 1 when I was 1 week in. Part 1 gives you a little bit of information on the ingredients and the claims to the product. So because I did that in part 1, I'm not going to do that in this video. So I'll link part 1 in my description box down below so you can get that information from the first video. This video is simply going to go through my experience after I finish the regimen. I was very, very good about doing this for about 1 week straight. And then I took a little bit of break, and then I did it for about 3 weeks straight. And then since then, I have been using it about 2 or 3 times a week versus 7 days a week. So it's taken me a bit to finish the regimen that I think is supposed to be done in 8 weeks. So that is my full disclosure to you guys. My final thoughts after trying it and after basically finishing almost everything. The Redefine Daily Cleansing Mask is their step one. I do apologize about these interruptions, but some of this video doesn't mean that I did find the original footage and was able to post a part 1. So let me just get to nitty gritties. With this Redefine Daily Cleansing Mask, it's exfoliating. So I basically did not use it every night because as a makeup wearer, I already have to remove my makeup. And then if I happen to wear a lot of makeup, I like using my Clarisonic. So it was just overkill for me to remove my makeup, then wash my face with a cleanser, then go into Clarisonic, and then use a cleansing mask. So that's the only thing that I didn't love about having a cleansing mask versus just a regular cleanser. However, here are my thoughts on the mask itself. So I still have a bit of this left. I used it this morning. My skin feels lovely. Basically suck out all the impurities from your pores without robbing it of essential moisture. So that's what it states. And to be very honest, it never dried me out. It feels fine. So I guess as far as I can tell, it's doing what it says it's doing. Step 2 is their toner. I did like this toner a lot. It made my skin feel really comfortable. So I ran out of this toner. This was the first item I ran out of, but not too much sooner than I ran out of the creams, because it was a good toner. I liked it. It made my skin feel refreshed and nice, and it didn't have any weird film or anything like that. So I did like the toner quite a bit. Then you have your step 3, which depending if it's in the morning or in the evening, you have your AM version, and then you have your PM version. So AM version is called their Triple Defense, and it does have an SPF of 30. You guys know how I feel about SPF. I use it every single day. So this was really nice because I didn't have to put sunscreen on top of it. Although, yours truly also put sunscreen most of the days as well. I can't help myself. But it does have the SPF already in there. So for someone who isn't used to putting sunscreen on every day and you want a cream that does everything, like a morning cream you can put on before your makeup and then just do the rest, This is a great product because it does have that ingredient, in my opinion. I think that's important in skincare. Honestly, this was really convenient and felt very comfortable. There's no film, skin feels good. Did it actually brighten and minimize the appearance of wrinkles and things like that as the brochure claims? I don't really think it did. But I don't have that much going on with my skin yet. I have my under eye bags and my under eye wrinkles that drive me nuts, but I'll be honest, and I'm pretty fortunate in that that's probably the worst of it at my age. And then this is the PM, so this is the Overnight Restorative Cream, and I loved this stuff. I think the PM cream is one of those you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it type of products. It feels a little sticky, it feels a little honey-ish, but I don't think it has honey in here. But that's how it kind of felt. But I loved it because it was so thick, and I felt like I could feel it seeping into my skin, and it felt so comfortable once it was there. Like, I would wake up the next morning and my skin would feel fantastic. And I feel like this really did help moisturize, but maybe it was the entire regimen altogether. I mean, that could be. So anyhow, I really liked the PM cream. Overall, my wheels are turning as I'm reading some of this stuff. It's very different reading it before you try the regimen and very different reading it after you try the regimen, because I am realizing that maybe it truly was doing something. So I had stopped using this like a month ago, which is really silly of me because I literally had maybe 4 days left before I finished the products. I'm realizing now that I just finished the products, and I stopped using them about 4 days shy of finishing the regimen. So now that I've finished it, I am starting to think back, and just recently my pores have been kind of bugging me, and I'm like, have they always been that big? Do I need to look for pore minimizing products? And it's hit me right now as I'm reading the information that maybe this was working. Maybe this was minimizing them. But maybe before the regimen, I didn't even realize that my pores were slightly enlarged. I used the regimen, they basically disappeared on me. I stopped using the regimen and they kind of started to reappear a little bit larger. So I want to be very clear, because I know that there's people out there that are gonna say, girl, you don't have enlarged pores. So this is what I have to say to that. I don't. Not to the extent that a lot of people do, but I do in the sense of they're larger than they were when I was younger. So if that makes any sense. I'm gonna bring you in real close so you can take a look at my skin. I have used the last of these products just in the past 4 days or so. Before that, I had taken a couple weeks with a break from them. But before that, I was really consistent for about 5, maybe even 6 weeks. Overall, I feel like they're good products. I feel like it's a good brand. I feel like my skin felt great using them. It didn't cause any type of skin irritation or sensitivity. However, it does seem like they have a pre-regimen for sensitive skin. They say they have a soothe regimen that they recommend using 30 days before you start this Redefine regimen. I don't tend to have sensitive skin, so I jumped right in here. Also because, well, this product was given to me by my sister, and so that's what it was. And so I jumped right in. I got a bonus in the box that she gave me. It was the Rodan Fields Active Hydration Serum. Hey guys, so I was able to find some information online because I'd thrown out the box. So what it says about this serum, it's that it says it's a 3D 3P molecular matrix, contains 30% glycerin and cross-linked hyaluronic acid to draw moisture from the atmosphere and lock it into the surface of your skin. Glycerin prevents moisture loss. Hyaluronic acid deeply hydrates. So according to their description, this is supposed to increase the moisture in your skin by 200%. So that's a really big promise. My research with hyaluronic acid, basically you have to be cautious about it because it does draw moisture from your environment, which works well if you are somewhere that has high levels of moisture. So humidity. Well, I'm in California, which is very, very dry. I mean, we do have our occasional days where we get humid, and that's very odd for us. So basically, when you're in a dry climate and you're using hyaluronic acid, you do have to be very cautious. From what I've read, I am not a dermatologist. I'm not a skincare specialist. Again, this is a hobby, so I do read a lot on it. So from what I've read, you have to be cautious in dry climates, especially if you have dry skin, because it could have the opposite effect, where because it has nowhere to draw moisture from, it's actually going to draw it from you, which in turn will eventually make your skin drier. So I'm throwing that out there. And I guess I'm glad I looked this up because I still have a bit of the serum left and I'm excited to use it because I do have super dry skin. However, now knowing that, I'm going to use more products. It is combined with glycerin, so that will help, but I'm going to use things like squalane and other things that moisturize the skin and lock the moisture in. Here we are, months into using the regimen with a little bit of breaks here and there, and I would actually say I do recommend it. It felt really good. My skin felt great while using it. I have zero complaints. Did it really minimize the appearance of fine lines? I don't think so. But did it minimize the appearance of enlarged pores? I think it actually might have, yeah. I'm gonna go with I think it did a little bit. So I do have a before and after picture. Oh my gosh, guys, I am so sorry. The lighting in the after picture is awful. I promise I'm not trying to pull a fast one on you guys. Again, I get paid by nobody. I'm sponsored by no one. I have nothing to gain by lying or promoting something that's not true. I just took really bad after pictures and didn't realize it till now. So I'm sorry. I don't think you can really tell. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it did anything major. I think where I see it in real life is just that I feel like my pores did look smaller for a few months, and then when I took my break the past few weeks, I feel like they started looking a little bit bigger. I don't think the before and after picture really says a lot. However, I thought you guys would want to see it anyway, so I posted it for you guys. All right, that's it. That's all I gotta say about these products. Do some research. I know that skincare can be complicated. If you have sensitive skin, you have to be even more careful about what you're putting on your skin. But I felt really good about these products. I feel like the company is very legit. It seems like they are very much backed by dermatology and science, and so that's always a plus. And I liked them. Would I repurchase? I might in the future. It's a little bit on the pricier side. I will look it up exactly because I don't want to give you guys the wrong price, but I will put the price right here. So I know that it's a little bit on the pricey side. However, I do feel like it is a complete regimen, and I feel like if you use it as directed, it could actually really make a huge difference in the skin. I think unfortunately me hopping around maybe stopped it from working to its full potential, but I do feel like my skin felt great while using it and I have no complaints. Okay, there is one complaint, and this is a very new complaint. I have been doing research on sunscreen because for years there's been mixed messaging, and I finally decided to really dive in. And the sunscreen that is in the AM cream is the bad kind of sunscreen. I'm not going to go further than saying that in this video, but know that I'm going to have a whole video on sunscreen coming up and how I have recently learned all this new information, and I am changing up my sunscreen regimen. I'm excited now. I feel like it was a really good product that I underappreciated while I was in the midst of using it until the tail end, if that makes any sense. So that is my review on the Rodan Fields Redefine Regimen. I will continue to use my clay cleansing mask until it is gone. Everything else is already gone except for the serum. I still have the serum and I'll still throw that in my routines here and there. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was a helpful review for you all, and have a great day. Remember to spread love, not hate. Mwah. Bye.